And that's one of the main things about The Good. The plot was an origin story that laid the groundwork for not just this world, but for the grand world of Nintendo.
It's going to be, Universal starting their Nintendo-verse.
Yes, I'd rather go to that than Disney right now. For real. I've never been to Disney and I've never been to Universal. I'm much more invested in going to Universal than Disney World.
Yeah, for a Super Nintendo World that's getting out. Yeah.
I mean, they got the Mushroom Kingdom there. They've got the Kong Kingdom or Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And soon we may be getting Hyrule.
Yeah. They replaced all the Shrek stuff that they had. So, even though they're still making a Shrek movie.
Yeah. Does
possibly
Illumination own DreamWorks?
I thought DreamWorks and Universal are usually connected to each other.
Well, yeah.
So basically, since it's a Universal project,
I mean, as much as we love that Green Ogre, he's not necessarily the new hotness anymore, now, is he?
Yeah.
And of course, the plot was very simple to follow, as all Mario video game plots are. Seriously, critics, there's not much you need to know about the freaking plot.
It's not like an art house film.
Yes. Princess or friends get captured by Turtle Dragon. Mario or Mario and friends must go and stop evil Turtle Dragon. That's all you need to know.
Not everything has to be sophisticated.
Not everything needs to be so sophisticated and overly complex. Yeah. Sometimes simple works. Mm-hmm. I mean, when was the last time you actually saw just a simple battle of good versus evil in a film?
Not really in years, because of Marvel made theirs really sophisticated.
Now that works because we know how complex all the characters, whether they're heroes or villains, are.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to see a lot of classic stories like this anymore.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
Yeah.
You actually made the old story feel new again. Mm-hmm. And of course, the action in this movie, so faithful to the source material. Mm-hmm. We actually got to see Mario and Luigi and Donkey Kong actually do some platforming, and they even turned the camera to give you that perspective from the video games of them running and jumping, hitting enemies.
Like I said, video game the movie, basically.
Yeah, but it wasn't just cutscenes.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, some people pointed out when Mario and Luigi are in Brooklyn and they're doing the platforming, it's made to look exactly like level 1 in the original game. Everything that they have to jump and maneuver from, picture to picture, level 1. Which I love that so much. And plus, we got to see some Mario Kart.
The most Mario Kart I've seen Mario Kart a lot because mainly Twitch streamers play.
Well, yes, it's an absolutely fun game, and also it's right next to Uno, one of the greatest tests of friendship ever.
Although when you can technically make up the rules sometimes. I've had that happen to me with a couple friends of mine playing the Uno card game.
Card stacking.
Yeah.
When you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to see, them go-karting. Mario with his trademark go-kart, Donkey Kong with his... Actually seeing them all go-kart on Rainbow Road to, go and confront Bowser. Yeah. But, of course, Bowser found out. So we actually get to see them utilize all the different power-ups and weapons that you use in Mario Kart. Banana peels, turtle shells, the boosters.
Shrinking down.
I mean, it was done perfectly. I mean, Rainbow Road, let's go. It's me, Mario, Mushroom Kingdom, Mamma Mia, let's go, Rainbow Road. Fantastic. And plus, again, the fight between Mario and Donkey Kong, so Peach could get the Kongs to join them and join the Mushroom Kingdom in stopping Bowser. It felt straight out of Super Smash Brothers. I mean, and that fight got intense.
Yeah.
Like, for real. I mean, Donkey Kong, the first half of that fight was really wrecking Mario.
Yep.
Really wrecking him until he got that cat suit. Donkey Kong, you gonna laugh that he got the cat power? Well, chink, 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 chink. Cat beats monkey.
Yes.
I mean, any additional thoughts about the action?
I like most of the action. I mainly liked the final climax action when they both used the superstar.
Spoilers.
It's been over 2 weeks by now.
Well, yeah. This film is almost making $1 billion. I think everyone in the world has seen it or about to see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
At the time of this filming.
Yeah. By the time we release this, it'll probably be out on digital already.
Yeah, and I've already made over $1 billion in the box office.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at this time, tomorrow, the Friday.
Tomorrow the past.
Yes, at this time, we're filming on a Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. That's when this film comes out in Japan and South Korea. Two of the other major markets next to America that love Mario. It's already made close to $900 million.
Like I said, our first non-box office bomb that we've watched
this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, big ups to the Italian plumbers. Like we said, the voice acting was fantastic.
Yeah.
Everyone did their job, but major shout-outs for Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Charlie Day, and Kevin Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
And plus, for this game, for this movie, I know, all of the Easter eggs in this film. This film has so many Easter eggs. I mean, like the Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial using the Super Mario Super Show theme. All the power-up items like the standard red mushroom that makes you grow.
Although I'm with Mario, I don't really like mushrooms. It's the taste, the picture, I just doesn't feel right in my thing.
Well, I'm with Luigi. I love mushrooms.
I'm more of an onion guy than a mushroom guy.
Well, I like both. I have both with my steaks.
I just have onions on my steak, sauteed.
Well, yes, you have to saute the mushroom. But I love mushrooms. I mean, you got to see the fire flower, though I'm a little bit upset we never properly got to see Mario use it.
Yeah.
But the fact that was there, you got to see the cat bell that gives you the cat suit. You know, you got to see various power-ups that are known in this world. And plus, one of the biggest Easter egg finds is Mario's room in the family home, where he's got so many posters and models of video games throughout the whole Nintendo world. I mean, he's got posters for Nintendo Golf, Nintendo Pro Wrestling, Nintendo Kung Fu fighting. We see his tennis racket from Mario Tennis. When we see him in his room, when Luigi goes and checks on him, he's playing Kid Icarus on his NES. He's got Star Fox's ship as a model on top of his television. He even has a poster for F-Zero, the video game series that introduced us to Captain Falcon. I mean, so many different references that shows that, yeah, the Nintendo world truly exists. Even at the pizzeria, there, which I think it is called the Punch Up Pizzeria, we see all these different photos of characters from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! You know, like Glass Joe, Bear Hugger, and of course the main characters Little Mac and Doc Lewis. So many references, and that's not even all and those are just the references we see in Brooklyn. All the things that we see in the Mushroom Kingdom, so many people have made compilations. Truly go and check them out to see all the Easter eggs. I mean, your thoughts?
Yeah. I recommend it, especially for all those who are big fans of old school Nintendo games back in the day. So,
and even the kids that are now growing up on them.
Yeah.
And plus, we also got to see cameo appearances for a lot of characters in this film. I mean, we saw Pauline, the original damsel in distress from Donkey Kong, who she's grown into greater importance in the Nintendo world as she's become mayor of New York City. Plus, from time to time, we see her get involved whenever, you know, Mario and Donkey Kong have little spats.
Yeah.
When we go into the Kong Kingdom, we, of course, see the bouncer, the head guard of the Kong Kingdom, Funky Kong. And plus, during the big fight between Mario and Donkey Kong in the Coliseum, we see everyone else of the DK crew. We see Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Chunky Kong. I think even further up in the Coliseum, you may see Lanky Kong. All these great characters. And then when Bowser forces Peach to reluctantly marry him, we are also graced by royalty for the wedding. King Babam and King Boo. I was so happy to see King Babam. That regal-looking Babam with arms and legs and his big mustache and crown. I wish King Boo had more to do, especially with him ending up becoming a major villain for Luigi. But it was awesome. I mean, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought everything was really good. I just
a little bit out of your wheelhouse.
And like we said,
and I guess also go into additional voice cameos. Of course, there was Sebastian Maniscalco. He was the voice of Spike, the foreman from the video game Wrecking Crew, one of the other precursor games before Super Mario Brothers, where Mario and Luigi worked for his Wrecking Crew. And of course, Spike being a jerk to them because he doesn't think that they'll make it as their own business owners for plumbing.
Yeah, he ends up running away once the Mushroom Kingdom comes to them to New York. Yeah.
We of course got to have my favorite cameo of the whole film, Charles Martinet. The original video game voice for Mario has a couple little roles. He's the voice of Giuseppe, the guy that owns the pizzeria, who's playing the Jumpman game. It's Donkey Kong, but it's mainly focusing on Jumpman, the name Mario had before he was named Mario. And he's also the voice of Mario and Luigi's father. You know, when we see the whole family have family dinner.
Yeah.
We heard Jessica DeCiso?
Just go with that.
She was the voice of Mario and Luigi's mother. She was also the voice of the woman in the commercial that they help. And she's also the voice of the yellow toad that says, I mean, what can we do to stop him? We're adorable. So, great range for her. We also heard Reno Romano as Uncle Tony.
He was also great as the Batman versus Kevin Michael Richardson's Joker. He was the Batman.
Reno Romano?
Yeah.
My God!
Yeah, he was Bruce Wayne / Batman, yeah.
That is crazy!
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Small world, ain't it?
Yeah.
And John DiMaggio is Uncle Arthur.
Yeah.
Which, also, that man has great range as a voice actor. I mean, whether he's Bender, whether he's Jake the dog, whether he's Schnitzel from Chowder, Rada Rada. I mean, they got so many great voice actors in this, and we even got even more that weren't necessarily playing particular characters like Phil LaMarr, Cree Summer, Eric Bauza. So many great voice actors were involved in this. And we heard Scott Melville as the Koopa General, who also turns into quite possibly the most dastardly and evil item you can use in Mario Kart. The thing that truly tests friendships right next to the draw 4 card in Uno and screen killing in Halo. The blue turtle shell. If you are first in the race and someone gets that blue turtle shell, it will hit you. It will explode and you'll lose the lead.
Yeah. He was also great as Mati for Captain Planet. Yes, he was voice of Mati in the Captain Planet cartoon and Robin for Teen Titans.
My God, so many great voice actors.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
And plus, we also have to give a little shout out to Juliet Jelinek, the daughter of, the co-director Michael Jelinek.
Yep.
As she was the voice of Luma Lee.
And Michael Jelinek was also the producers of The Batman with Reno Romano and Kevin Michael Richardson.
The gang's all here.
Yeah.
But Juliet, this little girl, did a fantastic job voicing Luma Lee, who is usually a character that you buy stuff from in Super Mario Galaxy, but now it's just this very morbid and nihilistic star that is wishing for death and destruction. It's adorable and also unsettling. I mean, what your thoughts on Luma Lee?
Yeah. The very happy that everyone's gonna die.
Oh, fresh meat. I mean, if you're able to play some clips right now.
Now that's a happy ending. Or is it? Because everything's over now. And all that's left is you and the infinite void.
I mean, just in the trailer, there's some moments with Luma Lee that
she actually has a dark thing at the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
The movie's ending?
Now it's just you all looking in a black void of nothingness. But it's a good time to play saxophone.
Yeah.
And also, an additional good we have to talk about. All the music!
Yeah.
I mean, so many songs from all the video games. Whether it's anything from the Super Mario video game series, or whether it's from some of the other video games like the DK Rap.
Yeah, of course. Then there was some just 80s callbacks, so we get Holding Out for Our Hero again.
Yes, by Bonnie Tyler. Yeah. We heard No Sleep Till Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys. Though I wish they would have played a little bit of the verses, but then again, it's them talking about being on the road performing, so. And we also heard out Take On Me by Aha. I'm going to wait on trying to hit the actual notes. There's another film that's going to be much more important. And plus, we also got to hear Bowser sing a little ballad for his love of Princess Peach called Peaches.
We get to hear him sing it twice.
Well, he sang the first verse and then he sang the second verse. And that's the only time you can kind of hear Jack Black as Bowser. I mean, and it's only when he's singing Peaches, 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 Peaches.
They at least have a sort of a music video with him singing.
Yes. And plus there's an actual music video out now with Jack Black dressed as Bowser.
I think that's the one I meant.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
But of course, whenever he sings it, when Bowser sings it in the movie, it kind of turns into a music video with him playing the piano and really getting into it. I love you. You have to give all the props to composer Brian Tyler with working with original composer Koji Kondo and taking all these 8-bit sounds and turning them into lush orchestra-driven music. Just done so well. Now, should we get into the bad or the other controversial thing?
We'll get to the bad and then you can start your critic rant.
Okay.
Well, one, not much Luigi and Mario together after they're transported to the world.
Yeah, there really isn't enough Luigi in the plot.
Yeah, he's just mainly locked up.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything till the climax, basically. Yeah.
True.
After he gets rescued,
And I think that is mainly due to the fact of the film is not long enough.
Yeah.
It was only an hour and a half. I would have loved to see the film at least clock in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we will have gotten a little bit more as far as, more of Luigi. We could have seen a little bit more of Mario's dad and Cranky Kong being proud of their sons. Maybe a little bit more when more emotional moments are happening, that maybe you could spend an additional moment kind of feeling it before we continue on with the adventure. The film was perfectly fine with its length, but I would have liked it if it was a little bit longer.
Same here.
And also the post-credit scene after all the credits was a bit redundant because we essentially get the tease that we're going to see Yoshi in a sequel or a spin-off. But we already saw Yoshi Island and all the various Yoshis running. So why would it be a big surprise that we're going to get Yoshi when we already saw a bunch of Yoshis?
Yeah.
But other than that, those are really the only issues we had with the film.
Yeah.
Really, there wasn't much that bad at all, which is why, you know, I need to take the hat off because this is about to get heated. All the critics that were wrong, because before the film came out, of course, the various embargoes for the film, you know, were lifted, so therefore critics got to review the film, and my God, were they off. Most of the critics utterly bashed this film, and I don't understand why. It was, and some of their takes were just the worst ever. And I've got a few I need to name off by name and by publication that I need to acknowledge that not only were you wrong, not only apparently you all have never played a video game in your life, which, what life do you lead? But also, now you got massive egg on your face because a film that you didn't think was going to make a lot of money is about to become the biggest box office hit of the whole year. And I hope you feel bad about what you were saying about this film. These critics include Grace Randolph.
Who was upset that Bowser was the bad guy who wanted to kidnap and marry the princess because feminism.
Yeah, and apparently she wanted to have Princess Peach get a hit in on him.
Yeah.
I mean, she freaking froze him during the wedding.
Yeah.
And plus, this is the Super Mario Brothers movie, not Super Princess Peach.
Yeah.
John Wilmes of the Chicago Reader, who apparently is, dear God, is he absolutely pretentious. Dylan Roth of the Observer, another absolutely pretentious critic that doesn't get it. Both of them apparently just had absolute hatred for this film, which, get over yourselves. Seriously, get over yourselves. How old are you all? And I guess you all never played a Mario game? Wendy Ide of the UK Observer, essentially saying a lot of the same things Grace Randolph was saying.
Although Grace Randolph also was also happy about the DCU before Zaslav bought it.
And then nuked it.
Yeah.
Because it was far too gone.
Yeah.
Kevin Marr of the UK Time. And then, of course, Richard Krause of CTV News, who gave quite possibly the most hilarious and dumbest line in any sort of criticism about this whole film. This film is as charming as an unplugged Game Boy. The freaking Game Boy is a handheld system that is powered by batteries. It's supposed to be unplugged. How old are you people, and you all have never played any of these games or played with any of these consoles or handheld devices? Some of these devices are either your age or older than you, and you give takes like this? Come on now. And now you all look stupid. Because the viewing audience absolutely loves this film. The whole world loves this film. And it's now about to make over $1 billion. So now you all gotta scramble and say, oh no, we were wrong. Or sweep your original little critiques under the rug and say, no, we love this film. It was absolutely perfect. We're not out of touch. Please listen to us. Please don't think that we're utterly pretentious idiots that have no idea what we're talking about and don't understand film. And plus, also an additional critic, even though he wasn't necessarily a reviewer critic, John Leguizamo. Yeah, the man that wore this particular hat back in the 1993 live-action film. He was Luigi. And he was absolutely butthurt that he wasn't asked to be involved in the film. Absolutely butthurt. That's the main reason why he was trying to dunk on the film and say, oh, I'm not going to see it. It's because no one asked you. Because your film sucked. And plus, why in God's name did they pick 2 actors who are not Italian to play Italians?
Yeah, but at the same time, he complained that
he's John Leguizamo is Colombian, while the late Bob Hodgkins, he was British and German.
Yeah.
But you were saying?
Yeah. Then he also complained that they didn't actually use real Italians also.
Jesus Christ. See, with a lot of films being made, you have to have top-tier cast to make sure it gets made. So that's why they chose the actors they chose. Yeah. Plus, on top of it, him also saying, there needs to be more diversity with the cast.
How many actors in there are black?
Huh?
Yeah, how many actors in there are black?
Keegan-Michael Key, Kevin Michael Richardson, Carrie Payton. I forgot to acknowledge him for the cameos. He was the voice of the King Penguin. Phil Lamar, Cree Summer.
Yeah.
You had a Filipino in Eric Bauza.
Yeah.
You had people.
Anya
Taylor-Joy. She is of Argentinian and Spanish descent.
Either that or just wanted the characters to be changed into the minorities, which still wouldn't make any sense.
No. This is branding.
Yeah.
This is branding. This is supposed to help with the brand.
Yeah.
So, no, they're not going to change the characters. Plus, with this whole world, only Mario and Luigi are the only ones that are directly acknowledged of having some sort of ethnicity or ethnic background. Every other humanoid character in the Nintendo world is culturally ambiguous, with the exception of maybe some of the characters in Punch-Out and in F-Zero. Everyone else, we would presume, would most likely be Japanese or some other version of human from another world. So you trying to call to bring more diversity is kind of redundant. Especially since the fact there are many diverse people that were voicing the characters in the film.
Yeah.
Leguizamo, see, I don't hate you, man. You are a good actor. I mean, I liked you in Deadly Night.
Yeah.
Fantastic in Carlito's Way. But, bro, get over yourself. Why are you proud of the original film that was so terrible? Nintendo waited 30 years just to make another film. Just get over yourself, man. Get over yourself.
So, should we do the scores now?
Yes, you go first.
I give this a 9 out of 10. It's almost good, like I said, the Luigi part, where he's just captured and subsequently disappears through most of the film after he's captured. is basically why I just take one off for it. But other than that, it's pretty much almost a perfect movie.
I agree with you. I wasn't sure you were going to say the same thing. 9 out of 10. Everything you just said, I agree with. It really is a perfect film, minus it not being long enough and not enough Luigi. But other than that, the film was perfect. The perfect representation of Mario and a perfect representation of what we can see in this whole Nintendo universe for future films to come. And speaking of that, what are some besides a sequel, what other films would you like to see?
I would like to see the Luigi Mansion spin-off.
Oh, yes.
Since they foreshadowed it when he first arrived.
Yeah, with him ending up in...
where he also goes ghostbusting. Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, where he ends up in the Dark Land and actually goes into a mansion trying to run away from the dry bones.
Yeah.
Charlie Day himself has said he would love to do Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Of course, I want to see a Donkey Kong film.
Yeah.
We need Donkey Kong Country. Especially since the fact we got to see the rest of the DK crew. I would love to see them do more. And interact with Donkey Kong and help him in stopping King K. Rool. And of course, with a sequel, which route should they go about with this? Should they deal with the Koopalings getting Bowser out and trying to capture Peach, or
they should just do the evil Mario twin?
Oh, yes. One that I definitely want to see happen in the future. With all these films, I want to see Wario. The evil Mario himself. I want to see Wario go toe-to-toe with Mario. I'm gonna win. Wahahaha. I really want to see Wario. He's one of my favorite characters in the whole Mario universe and Nintendo, alongside Mario and Luigi. I really want to see him soon. And as well, Waluigi as well. That man needs to have his moment as well.
But if you agree with our content, with our hot takes here,
yes,
go find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Where else? You
can also find us on Instagram, Reddit, and TikTok.
Well, there's still a TikTok.
Well, it's fine for now.
Yeah.
It's fine for now. Get over yourselves, Congress.
And then definitely find us on here on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Mainly, definitely subscribe and share our videos.
Yes, please.
And comment for the algorithm. That helps out.
Yes.
There. But before we go, we're not done with Chris Pratt yet.
Nope. Because very soon we are going to go ahead and do a marathon for Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and then the new upcoming film, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4.
And we're still working on that James Bond marathon.
Yes, the James Bond-a-thon.
With Lazenby and Dalton and their only films that they were in.
Yep.
And then we're also doing then we'll be also doing Into the Spider-Verse for Year of the Spider for the only 2 movies. As we promised, one viewer who keeps getting on us, you know who you are.
Come on, Shoops. Calm down.
Okay.
They delayed the films. Yes, we're going to talk about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
And also, with a special guest, we'll eventually be talking about the Troughton era of Doctor Who.
Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to knock all those out concurrently.
Yeah, it just depends on on timing.
And should we also acknowledge a couple additional things that we're going to work on after Guardians?
Yeah, sure.
We will also be doing a major marathon for The Flash.
Road to Flashpoint. That's what I'm calling it. The Road to Flashpoint.
Yeah. And finally, after how many years? We're finally going to do our Independence Day Expert Novice double feature.
Both musicals. Finally, we're back to doing musicals.
Yes. So, is it a popcorn music or is it an Expert Novice?
You could say it's in between.
Yeah. But we are going to introduce a particular musical involving Independence Day, the founding of the country, to one another.
1776, which like most musicals are both historically accurate and historically inaccurate, give or take. Yeah.
And I'm going to introduce Andrew to Hamilton, which I can also agree. Well, very historically accurate as far as the content.
Yeah.
But, of course, multicultural in the cast.
Yeah. But when we're all set?
Well, sure. Well, thank you all for watching. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It really helps. Well, let's go. Wahoo! Cut, print, that's a wrap.